And we're fucking coming to you live right now. This is Zach Walker and Christian Kelly. And together we are now giving to you Zach's Half Black Full Hour. I hope all you ear cummy pussies are ready to drip down into your fucking... I don't even know, man.
I don't know if you know. Finish your sentence, man.
Drip down your fucking face pants and have it dribble off your chin leg. How about that? Some sexual analogies for you people.
I don't think I've ever heard someone make a direct
say, I'm
analogy
gonna fuck your
between
ear pussy?
one part of the body and the other.
I've heard someone say, I'm gonna fuck your ear pussy before. I know I have.
I know I've heard that, but I've never heard someone say, listen, buddy, it's gonna go all the way down your chest thigh and straight down to your pelvis knee. It's like, well, these are just okay.
You have misplaced the body parts. Your ear pussy
so yeah,
goes
man.
to your
What's up with all the
leg.
boxes?
Oh, so I was looking for a piece that connects my mixer, my fucking mixer, to my laptop. Can't find it, and I am thoroughly devastated. I tore my closet apart. It's in here.
It connects
somewhere.
your mixer to your laptop.
Yeah. So
it's one of those USB-C cables.
Yeah. It's a USB-C bullshit. And I know I have the converter somewhere. I might have lent it to someone though, which is always a horrible idea. Always a horrible idea.
So you're not using the mixer right now? You must be.
No, I'm using a different microphone. This is a shitty like $20 mic that I bought off of I think wish.com.
Are you serious?
I swear, nigga. But it connects. It has like a XLR2 headphone jack. So
it literally just plugs right into the computer.
Yeah. So I'm in this thing, man. I'm in it, and I'm going to win it. If I was a DJ, I would have to spin it. And furthermore, nevertheless, moreover, being a disc jockey is a job that a man can undertake. However, furthermore, nevertheless, he, therefore, is a bitch. You understand what I'm saying now? Motherfucker,
yeah,
I don't know. Remember DJs?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember DJ Crank from back in the day?
No. I don't.
No?
I will say, hand to God, I don't remember DJ Crank.
DJ Crank, all right, he was like from fucking San Ramon or Danville or something. He was some like Persian dude or something like that. He had to have been our age, maybe a year older or something. But he would just throw like underage raves for like the whole East Bay area, and it. Some of the
sounds like a predator.
Heavyweight. I mean, I don't know. I just know there was always like a lot of women and then a lot of dudes selling ecstasy at every one of these raves.
Yeah, everyone. That sounds like something I would have been interested in like 10 or 8 years ago.
Yeah, that's about the time that shit was happening.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But not today.
10 or 8.
10 to 8.
Okay.
8 years. So, around the time that I wasn't 20 years old yet.
When ecstasy was still cool is what you're
in some. Well, I feel like ecstasy is still not cool, but it's still pretty out there. It's just that it's so sequestered into a specific subculture or like a specific situation where it's okay to take it. Like there's so many people like, Asian people specifically in California who I feel like they're totally functional members of society and they have like high paying jobs, but they'll go to like Life is Beautiful festival, or they'll go to what's the big one called in Vegas, EDC.
Oh yeah.
And then on those couple of days, it's okay for them to take X. You know what I mean? But
For like
it's
4
not
days straight, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not cool if you're at a party, just like some house party, and you have a little bit of blow. I feel like people wouldn't say anything. But if you're like, I'm rolling balls right now, like I came to the party, like people would be like, all right, like
people
weirdo.
are like,
like
that's gonna take 8 hours, right? Like you're in it. That's the one thing, man. Like it's like when I roll up, because for the listeners, I used to take a lot of drugs. Still do, but I used to take way more. It's fucking hard finding drugs out here, bro. I'm not I've stolen valor on that joke, but I'll take that. But my fucking God, bro, it's hard to find drugs out here. But I remember back in the day, I would take like 3 tabs of acid just to go to a kick, like not even just to go to a kickback, but I would happen to be on 3 fucking
just
tabs
be
of
there.
acid.
Someone would be like,
and then
"Eat these
someone would
gummy
be like,
bears."
no, it'd just be like I took acid earlier in the day, and I'd like roll up to a kickback, and people would be like, Zach is drinking like a lot. And man, because I remember the first time I took LSD, I couldn't drink to save my fucking life. I kept picking up this bottle of Brazilian rum, opening it, and then staring at it and being like, oh, couldn't drink.
Yeah.
And then with the just diabolical amount of LSD I'd taken later in life, I trained myself to be able to drink and like act normally on LSD, which is not good for when you're at a party and like everyone's like, let's play some beer pong, and you're 4 tabs in, like just, yeah, dude.
I mean, at that point, did you feel like, because you said trained yourself, and I have also heard from other people that they say when they take LSD or like a hallucinogenic and then they drink, they come down, or they feel sober again. They don't feel the hallucinogenic effect so strongly after they have a few drinks. But I wonder, like, at that point when you were taking 4 tabs or whatever the amount was regularly, I mean, what was the change in like how it affected you? Did you just stop feeling it really hit you that much, or?
No, well, yeah, there was a point where I was taking like liquid acid like almost daily.
Just like dropper?
Yeah, and it got to a point where like one day I took like 7 drops and barely felt anything. And I was like, all right, I think I gotta
Jesus Christ.
I gotta, cut back or slow down. And that was the only time that ever happened. That's when I was living with our good friend Preston Quilici. Oh,
shout out to
here's
Preston.
a name I just dropped. Huh.
Yeah.
Got him.
Shout out to our boy Preston.
Shout out to, we'll try to get him on this motherfucking podcast one of these days.
No, that would be good.
Oh, that would be so good.
Actually,
we gotta make a guest list.
But yeah.
I mean, he would be like, you guys mind if I play my guitar? And I'd be like, please don't.
Yeah, is he making music now? Okay, actually, we're going to get off on a tangent that's totally going to bore the viewer, who are not going to know who Preston.
They're like, who the fuck is this nigga Preston?
Like,
and why do they keep talking about him?
Yeah.
Well,
anyway, man. Tales of your past drug abuse aside, maybe we could do some news, some breaking news.
Oh my nigga, I got some news for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh my God, dude. So now I really don't even want to say it because it's kind of gnarly.
Is it like personal news?
Yeah, it's
personal news.
It's personal. Okay. I can't even like.
Okay, then maybe don't share it. Yeah. I meant like the headlines. I meant like pulling information from the headlines.
What is it?
Like what's happening in the world? Justin Trudeau, like he dressed up in blackface. Like we don't like him anymore. That kind of thing.
Yeah. No, I hear you. What has happened in the world recently? It's September. We had September 11th earlier this month.
That was a good one. This year's September 11th was definitely a one for the books.
Yeah. I remember working that day and then like looking at the clock and being like, oh fuck, 20 years ago today, 3,000 people died in New York. Crazy. And I went on with my fucking day. I didn't forget.
Yeah.
You never forget. But
we can't forget.
I kind of just let it fester, not really break the surface,
Yeah.
Like an ingrown hair, I just let it fester. Never
What, the idea of 9/11?
Yeah, nigga.
Well, what idea about
cry? I don't know no person in fucking towers, twins or otherwise, triplets.
Yeah.
Don't know anybody in a tower. Don't know what single person in a tower.
I can't really remember that day.
Rapunzel,
too well,
okay? I know one
I was
person.
too young. Yeah, well,
remember they sent us home early from school?
They sent you home early.
Yeah.
They kept us niggas.
Everybody else got to stay. There were only a couple of people who had to leave.
All right, for the people just who don't know, Armand.
Yeah, are you gonna introduce Armand?
This is my good friend Armand. Christian and I, the three of us, we go pretty far back. Armand and I have known each other for 17 years now. But this
unfortunately.
Persian. Unfortunately, this motherfucker Brown. So, if you couldn't tell by his name,
maybe they did send us back. Maybe they did just send back the brown people.
Yeah, maybe they did. They're like, everyone whose last name ends in really hard to pronounce syllables has to go home. And I was sitting there sweating, just like, ooh, if only they knew my first full name.
I can't see either of these guys.
Armand's, are you at the gym, Armand?
No, I'm not at the gym right now. I'm went on a little walk before the gym. I had a really stressful day, man. But we're good. We're here. We're living.
We got our boy Ian Furstenberg in the motherfucking mix.
Oh, hell yeah. He's here too?
Yeah, dude.
What's happening? What's up?
What's up, man?
So
we were just talking about 9/11 and how afterwards, like, everybody thought people who looked like Armand were like sus and not welcome in the country.
Just
That's true.
Sent their asses home after school. They're not even after school.
I think they actually sent everyone home. I'm pretty sure.
It's just Armand and like all the Persian people in some cars
that day.
Just like
think.
People were crazy after 9/11, bro. People were like absolutely batshit, and just literally any brown person, they're like, we need to dust you up just in case,
Imagine being a Sikh man on September 12th, 2001. Horrible day to want to grow your fucking yeah, dude. Being Sikh on September 13th, death.
The day that will live in infamy, September 12th for the Sikh. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, for them.
That's their 9/11.
9/11 was crazy too because like everyone, I feel like everyone was collectively just like, yeah, we got to remember this shit forever. But then everything else, they were like, yeah, we forget it immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, collective memory is so short.
Ooh, Taliban's back in power. We can forget about that. That's okay.
Exactly.
But 9/11 never forget. Boy, I had a cousin's, neighbor's, sister's, dog sitter's friend who knew somebody that might have been there that day. And you don't.
I mean, it was a tragedy, man.
No, don't get me wrong.
All those people
I feel
that died
bad.
afterwards were a tragedy too.
Very much so.
And the Taliban getting rid of all women's right to like go to school. That's a tragedy.
When like you gotta like contextualize all that shit too, right? Like fucking as many Americans died in 9/11 die every day now because of COVID.
Yeah, for sure.
Factual.
Yeah.
A little too factual.
Little
Every
too
day's
much.
a 9/11 around here.
America does 9/11 every day.
We love our 9/11s, man. Imagine being a child at a wedding. You got 9/11 coming, buddy.
Oh.
You better not live in no fucking Afghanistan, be 7 years old and at a wedding, you son of a bitch. We'll never forget.
Never forget, bro.
Oh,
You'll
you're
never
talking about their wedding getting bombed. I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
a child bride. I was like, oh.
No, well, I wasn't at
Also-
the wedding. I wasn't invited. I don't know how old the participants were.
No.
No, but
I mean,
speaking
no,
of
that shit's fucked up,
Afghanistan, what did you say?
Child
That's just
weddings?
fucked up too. The child weddings, man, they do that a lot in Afghanistan.
Hot take coming
Yeah,
in.
they do
But,
that a lot. Fucking
Nah,
ass.
for real though.
No, I mean Armand's right, bro. Like literally 2/3 of the dudes that we worked with in Afghanistan were just the dudes who just like sold heroin and like had sex with kids. Like no joke, bro. It's
Yeah,
fucked up, but like
I know.
For real.
Did you
we have
serve?
to-
Did you serve in the military?
Me?
No,
No,
the
he's talking to
the
Ian.
guy who.
Oh,
Yeah,
No.
no.
Ian
Oh,
and
you
Christian
said you
haven't
wor-
met for our listeners.
you said you worked with people in Afghanistan.
No. One of my
Like the
buddies
US.
served in Afghanistan, and he was
Oh,
talking
you
about
mean us as like the country?
the
The-
U.S. Yeah.
yeah.
not me personally. No,
I
God
thought
no.
you said when I thought you said when I served.
When I when I
Yeah.
pulled my AR and fucking beat a woman for speaking to me and shaking my hand as I was told to by the Taliban boys.
Why does he have to have a Southern accent though? I feel like you're being
I don't
hella
know.
racist right now.
I
You
am
hate Southern
racist.
people.
True.
You don't
I
like Southern
don't.
people.
Wait. I love their food.
You
All
just
right,
went to
and they're women.
Texas, and now you think you can make.
Racist.
I
fun
love
of
their
all
food
Can't
and their
get in.
women. Hey, Texas is a little fucking different than the proper South. It's not the proper.
Did you eat?
know?
Did you eat barbecue in Texas, or did you try?
Nigga,
any,
I
like,
ate
you know,
barbecue. Of course. No, I didn't eat no
You-
fucking barbecue, bro. Of
you
course I
didn't
ate
eat
barbecue. I
Wait,
had,
what
I don't know what to now. I don't know what to believe.
No, I had barbecue and Mexican food. Or Mexican
I'm sure the
food's better.
Mexican food there is fucking
Our
excellent.
Mexican food is better. In Houston, you'd be fucking surprised.
Where
you'd
is
be fucking
Houston in
surprised.
terms of the
It's-
whole Texas? Is it like in
It's
the
in the
middle
Gulf.
or
It's in the Gulf. Nigga. It's
oh,
on
it's in the Gulf?
What is that? East Coast.
Does it
Yeah.
have coastline?
No. Galveston Beach, which is like an
Oh,
hour
it's
south.
like an hour.
Yeah, it's like an hour south of Houston. So
Oh,
you're
there's a
close.
port in- There's like an actual port in Houston.
Well,
There's a
Houston is
port in
like
Houston.
3,000 miles large, dude. Houston is like the largest
Houston's
city.
huge.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's
fucking big.
huge.
You know,
And
so I
Texas
spent
cities
like
are just ginormous, man.
yeah, I spent like I want to say 120 on my fucking hotel in total, and I spent 200 on Ubers. Easy money, dude. Easy,
Jeez.
dude. I was
I
like,
just watched you guys ever
I was like, I'll just buy a car next time and live in
Just
it.
hitchhike, bro. You
Yeah.
should just hitchhike. When
Right.
did that stop being okay? It's like totally not okay to hitchhike.
Oh
anymore.
fuck, John Bissell. Oh my god,
Yeah.
friend of the show, John Bissell.
Yeah, you gotta introduce it like that. Otherwise, no one's gonna understand. We were you
My
talking about
nigga-
fucking Preston Quilici earlier.
Oh god,
Go ahead.
no.
Put
But
Preston on blast, damn.
No, wait, he
Sure.
We'll
didn't.
never
brought-
financially
he-
recover.
He didn't. He didn't. put him
we're
on
putting
blast.
these
He
niggas
just-
on the guest list. Don't worry,
just
they'll
brought him
defend
up.
themselves.
He
Oh
just
my
brought
God.
him up and started talking about them, and I was like, "Okay, don't you think we might be boring the absolute shit out?"
Oh,
of
you
them?
asked the
I
question,
don't know.
Christian. Hold on.
Okay,
I
the
go-
first
okay, so
episode
Jo-
never gets
So
aired
friend
anyway.
of the show, JB.
Hold it.
Well,
he has to piss. So, on that note, friend of the show, John Bissell, will be on soon, I'm sure. Have you guys ever seen the movie Hell or High Water?
I haven't.
Wow.
Who's in that? What's it about?
It's a Texas like bank robbery movie. I won't spoil anything else, but it's got a fucking
The shit. It's a very good movie.
it's
Are we sponsored?
Solid film.
yeah. We're sponsored by Hell or High Water.
Hashtag not an ad. But yeah. No, who's that one dude who's like, it's not Giovanni Ribisi.
Ben Foster.
Who the fuck
Ben
is that?
Foster.
I love the way
Ben-
this guy just drops these obscure movie stars like we'd agree with him. Oh yeah, it's definitely not Giovanni Francesco Ribisi. He was in a. It's like, oh yeah, dude.
No, you know
You're right.
Giovanni Ribisi. You've
No,
seen
I'll
him
tell
in
you
a hell of
no,
movies.
I know
Yeah.
Joe
Oh, my fucking God.
Pantaleono. I know Joe Pantaleono. He's been in
Come
a
on.
bunch of bit roles.
I know Alfred Molina and I know Toby
I know.
Maguire. I've only seen Spider-Man 2.
Wait, who's Joe
And-
Francis Molino?
Yeah, that's
I
what
wish
I
you
was...
could see my face. I don't know any of these people.
Joe Pantaleone or Pantaleone, I forget his name, his last
Is that
name.
a real
He's the dude-
name?
Yeah, he plays a bunch of small roles. If you saw his face, you'd know him. He's the guy in the Matrix. He's the guy in the Matrix who eats the steak, and he's like, I know this steak is not real, but I love it anyway. Just feed me steak. Like, I'll kill Morpheus or whatever it is.
Hey, all right, now we're talking. What the fuck do you guys think about this new shit coming out? The new Matrix.
Just leave
There's
it
a new
alone.
Matrix?
Why do they have to do that?
Oh my God, Armand, how
See,
mad
I'm
are you
telling
gonna be?
I don't know anything
This nigga,
about pop culture.
he's teaching children, and he doesn't know a thing.
Armand, you're a teacher?
What?
I work in
No.
a school. I'm not a real teacher yet. I don't have a credential,
Oh,
but I'm working
oh,
on it.
okay.
But when you work at a school, you do teach the children.
I do teach a class, but I teach a
You're the
life skills
janitor.
class.
You know,
Well, how old
teaching
are the
children.
kids?
My kids that I teach are 16 to 18. Well,
See,
15 to 18.
Oh, damn.
You know he is
Yeah.
a teacher because he says my kids. My
Sure.
kids.
All right, true. I do have a classroom that I really like. It's pretty cool.
He's like, I got it. In fact,
I feel like
I'm
that's a
buying some
better,
art supplies
or that's a
today.
more fun age, at least just from my point of view. Like, I
Oh,
don't think
yeah.
I would enjoy teaching 3
Yeah,
to
because they know how to
8-year-olds.
say like she got a fat ass and not be weird.
Oh,
Oh, what you're talking
The 16 to
that's a-
18-year-old kids are
Wait,
hilarious.
what?
They're like, she got a fat ass, and you're like, I
Yeah, and you know
agree
what
with that
else?
sentiment.
You know what else they know how to say? They know how to say, "You're going to jail."
I wasn't talking
You're
about
out
the
every
kid's
time
ass.
you're hungover.
God damn it! No
They show
way.
up hungover. They're like, "Yo, you look really hungover," or "Are you high or hungover?"
Oh,
And you're just like,
They say that to you straight
"Yeah,
to your face.
in class."
Damn,
That's funny. That's bold. I would never say that to my teacher when I was in high school.
that's what I'm saying. I could
Time to
never be that
change.
bold.
What city are you in? If you don't mind
San
revealing
Diego,
that
San
to the viewership of, 0.
You're
right?
gonna have to edit that out, San Diego.
no,
Okay.
dude. Tell him where you live. Give him an address.
What's your home
What's
address?
the zip code?
And what's your
No,
social
just hit us
security
with the
number?
zip code. We're good. Just a zippy.
I definitely live in La Jolla with a teacher salary. I live in a $1.2 million home.
Yes, of course.
Are you teaching one of those schools? Like, are you teaching low income kids, or is it?
It's a school for kids that have childhood trauma and
What did you say,
some of them
childhood
have
trauma?
that have gone through trauma, yeah. And some of them have learning disabilities, but mainly trauma. The main thing that our school serves has a lot of therapeutic supports built in.
Okay, gotcha.
That's right.
interesting.
That's how
So
it
it's
should
just-
be.
It's a specially made school for people who require that stuff, or it's a
can't
program
go,
within a larger school.
No, you can't even go to the school unless your school district refers you there because of certain needs that you might have.
That's interesting.
Usually-
Wait, so
usually
all the
these
kids
kids have
you get
IEPs.
are from referral then? So it's like none of the
All of
kids.
them.
I guess like this sounds weird, but like the kids don't like choose to go there then?
I mean, they get kind of a choice. They get to go tour the school, and if they hate it, they can say, "There's no way in hell I'm going to this." But no, I mean, they don't really have a choice. They'll have
Yeah.
a choice between like something like our school and something pretty similar.
I feel like that's how all like especially high schools should be. Like they should have like therapeutic
Right?
services, like built
That's
in.
how I feel like it should be too. It's pretty fucked up because these kids will like come to this school, get better, and then the districts will be like, "Oh, he's cured," and then
Yeah,
send
time to
him
bring
or
him
her,
back to hell.
send
It's like,
him or her
no.
back, and then they come back like a year later, and the school's like, "We don't know what we did wrong," and it's like, "Did you continue any of the supports that we had in place?" No, we thought they were fixed. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, that should
Yeah,
never
they
made
should
it.
have they should have
It's
therapy
like-
and all that stuff built in, man. It makes no sense.
Yeah. One like it's not like a one-time thing, right? Like it doesn't
No.
you don't just like get cured and shit. Like you need to work through it for the rest of your fucking
Especially
Yeah, I guess
trauma
it's good that they have their own school, because I remember there was a kid in my school district who would like be in our school and he'd leave and he'd come back,
See, but that's fucked up. They should all just be at the same school.
Yeah.
They should
No,
all
but
just have that.
I don't think they should be at the same school because
No,
I
they
remember this
should.
kid had like his parents, his mom was like a crack addict or a heroin addict or something, and he lived with his grandparents who clearly didn't really like pay that much attention to him. And this kid just was not, it didn't make sense for him to be in a classroom with all the other kids who had like, quote unquote normal lives. You know what I'm saying? He just couldn't function in that environment. So I think it would have been better for him to attend a school that is more focused on, providing that kind of.
But usually these kids, once they go to a school like this, they don't get the same experience. Like the whole idea is, it makes sense. Like you want kids to have more supports, but I agree. I think they should have the supports in all the schools. So stop it before it becomes a real issue. Like if they just had therapy for all the kids. I remember like at where I went to high school, if you went to see the school psychologist, like everyone knew. And
don't even start with that bitch, bro. Don't even start with that bitch, bro.
Did you guys go to the same school? I feel like Zach, you've probably gone to every school in the East Bay, so you could be like, no matter what city you're in, you're like, we met in high school.
That has fucking happened to me. I've literally been far away from California and been like, ran into someone that is like,
you're in Houston? Yeah, I know.
They're like, hey.
For a minute after.
They're like, hey, nigga, didn't you go to that continuation school that was attached to the juvenile hall? And I was like, yeah, dude, fuck. Yes.
All right, but you were gonna say something about a psychologist at school,
bro. Armand, help me out. What was that bitch's name, bro? And what did she say to you? Fuck that bitch.
Oh, no,
what did she say to you?
That was middle school.
Oh my god, bro.
The middle school psychologist was real good.
Bro, just
no. We're keeping this a light podcast.
No, bro.
It got super heavy for like 5 minutes just now. That was not fantastic. Yeah.
We made jokes about 9/11, Armand.
No, but I refrained from making jokes in the past 3 minutes because this is Armand's job. But goddamn, there were some juicy openings there that could have been.
Should have joked about it for real.
All right. Okay. Now I got the green light from you. Yeah.
All the kids fucking love the jokes. They're all about that dark humor.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, because what I was gonna say is you said the kids. You said something like they can't even go to this school unless. And I was gonna say, unless that. You know what? Never mind. Let's just move on. The moment to make the joke. The moment to make the joke pass. It wouldn't be funny now in this moment. Anyway. So why do you hate the school psychologist, Zach? What did she do to you?
Yeah, it sounds like you got something you want to share.
Sounds like you had an experience with her.
All right. Every school psychologist, therapist, guidance counselor, put a fucking fake ass title on it. I've met them and they all tell me the same thing. You're too smart to be fucking up like this. Which in itself is
nice.
That's intrinsically the most backhanded compliment you can give someone.
It really is, yeah.
It's like you're a fuck up, but you're smart. It's like I don't need that. I know I'm a fuck up.
That's not a healthy way to get someone to do anything.
Motivated.
To change.
Yeah, just be like, I'm smart.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, so why do I keep getting caught? Not that smart.
Is that what you thought?
I was worried. I was like, you guys say I'm smart, but I keep getting blurked. Nigga, the fuck?
You weren't thinking like, damn, I got to change my ways or do something more productive. You were like, how do I
keep getting this shit? How do I keep possibly trying to fuck white women? This is my life.
That's not a crime, though. You can do that and get. You don't. It's not.
You would hope it wasn't a crime. The way niggas treat me, they act like it is.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, I can't believe you're fucking so and so. I'm like, she's a white bitch with a fat ass. What did you expect? This is in my nature. You don't ask a bird how it flies or a fish how it swims. Don't ask a black man why he fucks white women. You know what I'm saying?
The show is in the fast lane, bro. We go from like very serious
bro.
mental health discussions to like Zach's love of white women in 10 seconds,
He's
man.
talked
Like
about
no
a fat
time.
ass like 6 times.
This is
Each
pretty much.
time.
This is pretty much just my therapy session
And-
recorded.
And
I
that
hope you
it's
guys
pretty
know.
much on his mind this often. He's like holding himself back every
For
2
sure,
seconds. Like,
dude.
damn, I want to talk about a fat ass. Damn, I want to talk about a fat
It's
ass.
for sure my
Yeah, you
life.
did bring that up more than once.
I'm pretty sure it was like 6 or 7 times.
I don't think we had a psychologist at my high school, but I do remember that in my senior year, like when I was just unmotivated to go to class, I would just go to the school, what was it called? The counselor. And I would be like, I'm depressed and I'm hella depressed and I want to kill myself. And then they'd give me a note and then I could just leave and I didn't have to go to class. It's kind of fucked up that I would lie about that, but it was just a very easy way because you don't have to get the parents involved. You just go to the counselor's office.
I don't think it's that bad. Like class, especially senior year, fucking sucks. High school class sucks. Like you fucking, it's fine. Maybe you were a little depressed, bro. You needed some time off.
Maybe you really were.
Yeah.
I
All right,
don't know why I
Zach.
shook my head. Huh?
What's that?
I don't know why I shook my head when Ian said senior year is hard. Like I knew that shit. I wouldn't fucking know that shit. I spent my senior
it was
year
hard for you too,
locked
Zach.
up. Yeah, I guess it was hard for me because I was locked up.
Honestly,
For
harder
you,
for
that
you
wasn't-
than any of us, bro. Fuck.
For you, that wasn't senior year. That was just called
That was-
2011. That was just like
You
a
gotta-
year of life. It wasn't
Just
called
pain,
senior
nigga.
year.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
stop selling weed edibles. Those things are gonna get you real
Oh my
bad, man.
God, dude. It's so funny that that's what ruined my fucking high school career.
High school career.
Yeah, I don't know if are you sure you want to share everything just like as
Off
we are
rip?
recording,
No,
right?
not off rip. No,
Yeah,
not off
no,
rip.
I don't know if you want to put
We'll
the
we'll
details
build
out.
Yeah, no, see,
we'll build the lore. Don't
no one
worry.
ever airs the first episode. This is just practice.
That's a
That's true.
teaser for the later episodes to come. Where Zach reveals that he was the kingpin of the suburbs. I mean,
Yeah,
weed.
sure.
I was the weed brownie kingpin. It was like Goodfellas. But with
No,
weed
no, no.
brownie.
It was Rice Krispie treats with M&Ms in it. It was. I
And you
was
had-
kingpin of that shit.
You had like
It's so crazy how the edibles like technology has evolved as weed became legal and stuff. Because you remember in high school, it would be just like you said, Zach, some
Yeah,
janky
brownies
ass Rice
or Rice
Krispie,
Krispie treats.
and
It
you
looked
smelled like
green.
it had that.
This shit was
super
green.
Strong,
The shit
yeah,
was
and it
green,
had that
nigga.
super strong like butter can of butter smell or whatever.
Yeah.
And then now these days, it's literally like a fucking Jolly Rancher, and
And
it's just
it
like
says, "Be
it
fucking
tastes just like
careful.
the one
It
from
will
the store."
kill you."
yeah,
You're
it's like they make hard candies and like all this like,
Oh.
gummies and all this crazy shit.
careful if you eat the whole bag, you ain't gonna wake up.
yeah, you you go to sleep. You ain't waking up. What they need
Real.
to do. So these Reese's Thins right here. Once they put weed in this shit, I will die. I swear to God.
This is our
These are
sponsor. We're
Reese's
sponsored by
Thins?
Reese's Thins.
Hashtag not an
Not a good
ad.
sponsor,
But oh
man.
my fucking God, nigga. Yes, oh my fucking God, nigga. Reese's. That's the slogan they're picking up. They're picking up that slogan. Oh my fucking God, nigga. Reese's. That's been Kit Kat's slogan for the past 2 decades. So.
No, I promise I'll get you guys on camera next time too.
All right, so does
Uh,
Kit Kat? Oh yeah, why can't we see you, Armand?
Oh, because I went on a walk because I had a fucking shitty day. A stupid
Oh.
ass day at work.
Fair.
Yeah, man, fuck that.
Fuck them kids. I mean, I love them, my job.
I mean, you know, they've experienced a shit, like they've gone through some shit, but fuck them though. Like,
It's their fault, man.
yeah. Oh,
they're
Jesus.
the reason. No, this is horrible.
Now I
I will
understand why.
cut that. that was bad.
That was all
That was
you.
bad.
I didn't say shit.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's because they're your kids. So I don't actually give a fuck.
Dude,
Should we
edibles
do
are
some
good.
kids? Wait,
What's
what?
that?
Edible technology nowadays would really fuck up high school kids. Like I'm thinking about like all the times I took edibles in high school, and like if I was one of Armand's kids and I was like, "Ooh, I'm just gonna get like a little high like on a Friday," that's fucked up, bro. You
It
take like
happened
a
to my school.
You're
One of my
just
kids
zoned
came-
in the fucking parking lot.
They
Like,
threw up on the bus, dude. They threw
what?
up on the bus and got off eyes red as a devil's ass.
Oh,
And they're
yeah,
like,
dude.
"Oh my god!" And
They're
everyone's
like,
"They must be
"Bruh."
sick. They must have the flu." And like me and a couple other teachers were like, "They're just high as fuck. Maybe drunk, maybe crossed, but definitely not sick."
Yeah, and every
Girls
word they said, that
stumbling
you could
everywhere.
hear like their lips rubbing against their gums, or as they're speaking, and you're like, "Are
It was
you?"
her and her best friend. It happened to both of them.
Yeah,
And
niggas
they
don't get
both-
sick in pairs. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Well, did they cop to it, or?
No, of course not. Come on.
They
we
just
didn't teach
cop
them
the
to be
weed
that
and smoke
stupid.
that shit.
I gave them a lesson on how to protect their legal rights. I did not teach them to go rat on themselves. Who do you think I am?
That's a real teacher. He's a real teacher for that.
seconded. I wish I had a high school teacher like, "Hey, you can refuse a search from the cops."
Yes. Yeah.
You know what
Oh
I
my
mean?
god. Would have saved my ass a whole lot. My god.
No, it actually they just search you anyway, man. I'm not
Oh,
gonna say too
they
yeah.
much.
search.
I'm not gonna say too much about
We know
anything
why.
else, but I'll just say they search you anyway. You say don't. They say I'm gonna search you. You say no. I don't consent, and they said no. I'm searching anyway.
I don't care if this evidence is inadmissible in court, nigga. You coming with me.
I gotta bounce though, but let's do this again, and I'll actually be on this time next time. Okay?
All right, man.
Do it
All
next
right,
week.
Armand.
All right. All right,
Thank you
later,
for
later.
your presence,
Later,
bro.
yeah. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace.
All right.
Later, bro.
Peace.
Later. Bye.
Now that fuck's gone. No.
Thank God. Now the real.
Now
podcast.
the real podcast starts.
So should we do some
Well-
news items? I don't know what should be the next topic.
Well, tell us some news about what's happening with Taiwan, bro.
Nothing. Well, I'll say this: nothing is happening here, and the reason is because the borders are totally closed. Coronavirus situation is not that stable, and so I probably shouldn't say coronavirus in the video if we're gonna put this on YouTube, but
Oh yeah.
it's just not really much is going on because of the COVID situation. So
Yeah.
life
Are
is
the
pretty
borders
boring.
totally closed?
You can get in if you already have like a work visa, like if you've been in contact with a local company and then they
I can still
sponsor
hear you
your-
guys. Hold on.
they sponsor your visa, then you can come in. But if you're just coming in for tourism, or like people who want to come in for tourism or stuff like that, it's totally banned.
Yeah. Can you move around within Taiwan at all?
Yeah. I actually just took a flight a couple weeks ago to like Taiwan is like Japan. Like there's a main island and there's like some other islands around it. And then I just took a flight a few weeks ago to one of like the outlying islands, which was pretty cool. And
What are those
I didn't
islands
even-
like?
it's beautiful, man. Like the one I went to is a little archipelago on the west coast and or off of the west coast. And man, it was so beautiful. Like the nature was so beautiful. But to be honest, like the people there are like kind of rude, to be honest. Like they're a little mean. I don't know what it is. I was trying to figure it out because like their economy depends in large part on tourism. So you would think that they would be so hospitable,
Welcoming,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
welcoming and just like, oh, like what can I do for you? Blah blah blah. But it's completely the opposite. They're just like, what do you want? You know what I mean? You go into the restaurant and they're like, what do you want? Like order it. Like I was with my cousin and she doesn't eat onions. And we were at this shop and then she wanted to order some like tuna fish thing. We didn't, keep in mind, we didn't order yet. They did not start preparing our food yet. And she asked the woman at the counter, she's like, hey, does this tuna dish have onions in it? And the woman's like, no. And then she pauses and she's like, okay, yeah, it does, but they're chopped up. You're not gonna taste it.
Oh my God.
It's
What
like,
a bitch.
it's like, why didn't you just say no? Like, or why
That
didn't you just say
rocks.
yes? You know what I mean?
That woman's just like, all right, well, I should probably like be honest. If she
Yeah, exactly.
be like, oh,
Yeah, she thought about it for a second. Was like, you know what? Maybe they're actually gonna send the food back if I just fucking lie. So I might as well tell the truth here. Anyway, so but I don't know. I'm trying to think of a theory that makes sense for why these people would be rude. My theory is that they're kind of like fishing. They're like fishing people. They're just like a little more rough. You know what I mean? They're ocean
Yeah.
people.
how
I don't
big? How big was the island that you went to? Because I feel like if it's really rural, then people are just like a little rougher, you know?
Yeah, it's like it's kind of rural. I don't know. It's like here in Taiwan, the population density is so much higher than the States that the definition of rural here is a little bit different from an American's idea of rural. But
Yeah.
yes, most of it is quite rural. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it seems very, and like, I feel like culturally, I feel like it would be very interesting as well. Just like how much of like the island culture I feel like is isolated from the rest of Taiwan.
Yeah. No, definitely it is a little bit different. You could hear the people speak like they have a little bit of an accent, even, believe it or not, even though it's so close to the main island. But yeah. But you know where I'm trying to go? I'm trying to get back to Okinawa this year, baby. It's been a long time coming, but the borders are still closed. It's some bullshit. Japan needs to open its borders, man.
Has
I wanna see
Japan
Japan.
had their borders closed the whole time?
I don't know if they had a period in the middle where they opened it up, but all I know is it's still closed now. So
Damn.
just let Americans bring COVID into your country. We're trying to go on vacation.
The new Delta variant. Let's go. Let's
If
get this
everybody
new
gets
shit.
it, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, once everyone's had it at least once, it's fine, right?
People are
Yeah,
talking
so,
about herd immunity. It's herd immunity. Everyone's a community. Everybody gets it as a herd, you know?
Yeah.
Only the
It's
weak.
not-
Yeah,
shit.
Japan seems,
What did you say, Zach?
Japan seems dope as fuck. Though. Like, Christian, when did you go to Japan previously?
Oh, it's been a while. I went once in 2019, and then I went twice in 2018. And one of those times, so I've been 3 times, twice to Okinawa, which is like a really small island, and it's near to Taiwan. It's actually closer to Taiwan than it is to the main island of Japan. But
Oh shit.
but you know, of course, it's controlled by the Japanese government. But the other time I went to Tokyo for a few days, and I would recommend all of it. I highly recommend Okinawa. It's a great place. It's very chill, super relaxed.
I really want to hit Japan just because, you know, I've heard horrible things about black people going to Asian countries, and I want to see it firsthand. I've seen so many shades of racism. I want it from the Asians now. Right?
I feel like if you want it bad, you should go to China. I feel like in Japan.
Yeah, that's where I'm hearing, like, you know, niggas getting their hairs touched.
Or like they'll just take pictures
of their body. Yeah. See, that is funny to me.
But in Japan, I feel like they'd be more curious. They'd be like, "Hey, Afro, can you play the saxophone?" You know what I mean? They'd like.
And then I'm like, no, my name's Satchmo when I play the trumpet. No.
Yeah.
You just start a one-man show, bro, on the streets of Tokyo, just playing the air trumpet 12 hours a day, baby.
Hey, come on. And then the scene comes out of nowhere. I'm like, hey, come on, sax man. He goes, you know what the fuck.
Have you ever left the States before, Zach, other than to go to Morocco?
Morocco? Yeah, I've been to Mexico. My dad, before he went to Morocco, he lived in Veracruz and Cancun. Before I was born, my parents were in Cancun with me in my mom's belly. besides that, I mean, mostly. Oh, Dubai. I went to UAE to visit my dad.
Nice.
Dubai would be wild, bro. That city
It sucked, dude. To be honest, I
It was
hated
bad?
it. It was not fun. It was not fun. It was
Why?
just.
What did you do there?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I was visiting my family at the time. I think I was 21, like fresh 21 or something, and it was just not fun. Considering that, like, everything that you can do out there costs at least like $20 US. Like, it's like even buying a pack of smokes, I was like, Jesus Christ, like. This is the only thing that's cheap. Like the milk would be like $5, $5 US, and the cigarettes would be like $2 US.
Nothing
So
quite like smokes and milk, baby.
That's
Nothing.
that's
So
how
I was
got
in the
through
I was in the
football.
110 degrees sand desert of Dubai, drinking my carton of milk, smoking my camels. And I was
riding a camel.
Yeah, and I was thinking, this is not what I imagined.
No, it just sucked because my family, like, you guys, Ian's met my dad. I don't know if Christian, you've met my dad, but
I've never met your dad.
you're blessed. He was living, like, he took the whole family out there and moved them into a 2-bedroom apartment, right? In like the outskirts of this motherfucking huge city. And so
Yeah.
everywhere you go, you gotta drive, obviously, because it's a desert. It's kind of like Houston. And Nassim, when they moved, Nassim was 13, and my dad doesn't drive his family. Like, he, for sure, growing up, he'd be like, Zach, Nassim, you know how to get to your destination. Here's barely enough money to get there, and here's the time in which you're supposed to be there. If you're not there, I'm spanking you when I see you. And it's just like, okay, cool. You learn pretty quickly that, like, you're better off running than waiting for another bus, right? So when you're raised like that, and I'm talking about Nassim with his long ass legs, bro, he was walking in this 120-degree heat everywhere, right? So he hates it way more than I do. But even when I was visiting, I would be like, hey, Dave, I want to, like, go grab some shit from the store. He was like, oh, you can walk. Knowing quite well that's 110 degrees. It's not really, like, it's a 2-mile walk one way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You can
it was
walk.
horrible.
No, I literally.
I was like, listen, dude, like, I could try, but I will pass out in, like, a sand dune somewhere.
Wait, so did you live there for a while, or did you just?
No, I visited for like 2 weeks, right? And
That's kind of a long time.
Yeah. So I was like constantly buying packs of cigarettes because there was nothing else to do.
Can you get booze out there? Is it UAE one of the ones that's like lenient with that
It's
shit?
illegal, right?
No, it's super, super rough trying to get alcohol. My dad, at the time when I went to visit him, he could only purchase 1 6-pack of beer a week. You have to get a special.
So they do let you buy some.
You have to get a special license. You can only be an expat, and you have to prove you're not Muslim.
Oh, I see.
How do you prove you're not Muslim? Do you just like
explain that to me, bro? I don't know. I don't know how my dad did that, especially because he was practicing. Well, it's kind of hard to tell with my dad.
You just have to like eat pork in front of them and be like,
exactly. Well, there's no pork.
Yeah, right. That's what, like, I don't even know how that works.
You have to agree to shake a woman's hand, I guess.
No, but okay. Was there anything positive? Was there any experience you had out there where you felt like, all right, this is pretty cool, or this reminds me that I'm in a totally different culture compared to my home?
They had vending machines that you could buy gold necklaces out of.
That's sick. That's cool. I'm guessing
mind.
Just gold plated though, right? Like not.
No. I'm talking about like they're asking for like 20 or 200,000 dirham that you would feed into a fucking machine and get some gold, nigga.
What?
My nigga, get some gold, bro.
That's weird. This was just
in
on
the mall, and it wasn't like, oh, there's
in the
that
mall.
one gold bar machine. No,
Oh, I know
there
what
was
you're
like
saying.
there was like a few, like there was one on each floor, and I was like,
Their malls are supposed to be pretty
yeah,
next level.
they had gold on each floor, my dude. Like, I was like, bro, if I were to hit a lick in this motherfucking country, oh my god.
I would get my hands cut off.
Yeah.
Yes,
Bro.
I would be excommunicated via beheading. You know.
Yeah.
Dubai,
Yeah, I don't. What'd you say?
Disappear, motherfuckers.
Well, it's just crazy, yeah, because I feel like there's no that should not naturally exist out there. Like that city
No,
should.
it's completely because the country's 40 some years old. The country itself is only like 48 years old.
Damn, I didn't know that.
What happened is a bunch of fucking, camel herders in the desert in the 70s.
All right. Well, we don't need to be racist now.
But I'm going to be. So what happens is these camel
It was
fuckers.
descriptive. It was descriptive. What I was saying was descriptive. It wasn't an insult.
These camel fucking non-pork eating bastards. So what they do is they see in the 70s that, Texas is out there producing hella oil. And they're like, maybe we got oil. And then they found a fuck ton of oil. And then the royal family was just like the people that had the most of it. Which
sounds about right.
Which is a joke because like people didn't own land. There was no like government. It was a very lucrative time to be an Emirati with 3 camels instead of 2. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like, where the fuck do they pipe in all their water from? Like, that's the thing.
They have to desalinate all the water, man.
Oh, they use desalination?
Yeah, because they're on the ocean.
Okay. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
No, I totally agree with what you said. Like, there's just something unnatural about that. And I feel the same way when I'm in like Los Angeles. Like there are some parts of LA that you go to where you just look around you and you realize, damn, for miles in any direction, it's just flat concrete with these grids for cars. And LA traffic is famously horrible. So if there's like a 9/11 type event, we are stuck like rats. You know what I mean? We are trapped. Like because those grids for the cars would fill up like that, and there's nowhere for you. You know what I mean? There's nowhere to run. Like,
you're absolutely right, and especially like LA, even like San Diego. It's just like these cities are just like death traps in many respects.
Yeah.
You know what the fucking natural elements like the desert and shit that you're talking about, but like even beyond just that, like you couldn't get fucking anywhere in 20 minutes in LA. You fucking had to.
That's the thing about the Bay is like I feel like if there was some disaster, I could run over one of the hills over there and just scurry.
See, that's what I was about to interject on that and say San Francisco. I said
no, but you're interjecting now, so you didn't need to say that you were about to interject.
Well, I was my nigga.
I was going to do it, and I've also do it.
I did drugs, and I do them now. But so San Francisco's, I would say similar, but not because of the grid system, mostly because of how they stack those motherfuckers, bro. Like, let's say you're in Chinatown, dude. No. Let's be kind to this motherfucker. Let's say you're in North Beach, right? And you have to get to Oakland because North Korea's like, we got one missile that might make it to your city. You're not getting to Oakland in time, dude. You're dead. You're fucked. You're hoping to catch the missile and throw it back. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it is as they say, it is a peninsula. So, you just got to keep that in mind. You can hop on the ferry, get a boat.
I mean, I guess you're right. Water is the essence of all life. But there's no like river. There's no like big river that leads through San Francisco. You know what I'm saying?
No, that city is also a fucking death trap, but I feel like
you're just like concrete jungled out.
I mean, honestly, if I was in the city and shit really started to go down, I'm hopping in the fucking water like Clint Eastwood, bro, and swimming across. Like, dude,
I'm hitting the rock, dude. I'm going I'm face off in this bit, or whatever the Nicolas Cage. It's The Rock, right?
Yes, it is The Rock.
Okay.
Great movie, by the way. Top notch.
I've never seen it.
Okay, just a fun fact about The Rock. There is a weapon in The Rock that's like this long string. Like you guys can Google it afterwards of like nuclear balls or whatever, right? Really weird looking shit. No, I'm not even fucking with you, bro.
Anal beads?
Bro, I'm not fucking with you. In the lead up to the like Iraq war invasion, there was a description in one of the reports that got sent to Langley that was identical to the weapon in The Rock, bro. Like one of the pieces of evidence that led to the Iraq war invasion was the weapon from The Rock.
They just typed up some random shit. They were like,
swear to God, bro. Swear to God. They literally just base it off of the weapon from The Rock, and they're like, "This will do it, bro. This will get people to invade."
You see this bomb string of anal beads? Weapons of mass destruction.
Weapons of ass destruction, baby.
Yeah,
weapons of ass.
We in that thing, baby. We are
they just have
pulling
Colin Powell testifying before Congress.
Such a horrible name. Why did his parents curse him with such a?
What?
We're gonna
Colin.
Yeah, why? It's Colin, bro. You're just fucking with us. Like you're just lying.
Is
basically.
it Colin Powell?
No, it's Colin. But the point is, it's actually not in a deep or philosophical sense.
Yeah.
That
It's
word
spelled
is not.
Colin, right?
It's
Yeah,
spelled
your
like
name
Colin.
is Colin. You're just being a dick
But
to everyone
he's like,
who meets you.
call me what I am, Colin Powell.
My name's actually.
All I
Colin.
hear
It's like, all right.
when I hear his name, all I hear is Colin Power, and I'm like, so he shits a lot. That's all I can think. He shit himself light skinned. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, well now.
Just like me.
Colin Powell.
I used to be as dark as my mom, bro.
What the fuck is Colin Powell doing now, man? I feel like he's got some
He's
nice.
crying over Ben Carson's grave. That's
He
what
alive still? Ben Carson, is Ben Carson dead?
No, bro, both those dudes got to still be alive. Because if they were dead, I feel like the memes would be going
No,
around.
Ben Carson got COVID.
I know who you.
Oh, I'm thinking of
No,
Herman
you're thinking
Cain.
of Herman
Yeah.
Cain,
Yeah.
who was way more
No,
legendary
I'm
than
the
Ben
racist.
Carson.
I thought all black people
No,
looked
they
the same for a
always.
second.
Well, no, they do seem to always during these election cycles like turn the black guy into a meme, which is a little bit racist. It's funny, but it's a little racist. But like
Racist.
Herman Cain, at least Herman Cain was a way funnier meme than Ben Carson. Ben Carson seemed like to be honest, kind of an average like
Well,
nerd.
the fucked up part is
Very
they
true,
made
totally.
a movie about Ben Carson starring
Did
Cuba
they?
Gooding Jr.
Did they really?
Miracle Hands.
No
Miracle
way.
Hands? Because he's a
Because Ben
surgeon?
Carson's a surgeon. Yeah. No, they made it, and Cuba Gooding Jr. plays Ben Carson, my nigga.
That's
Bro,
so
hey,
awesome.
wait. It's a TV movie.
No,
Okay,
no, that-
hang on.
It's a TV movie, nigga.
Not
That's
to
so
be
great.
this guy here, but like Ben Carson is like 3 shades darker than Cuba Gooding Jr. I feel like there's a like what happened?
Oh, my nigga, that's like the other day. Someone was like, they were like, of course, hey Zach, or they don't know my name, but they're like, hey dude, how tall are you? I was like, oh, I'm 6'7", and then their next statement or their follow up
was their follow-up question was, no, I meant without the hair.
funny,
Oh, okay.
but no.
Sorry.
What they then said was, has anyone ever told you you look like Kobe Bryant? And I said,
You said, last time I checked, Kobe died of a helicopter crash, not leukemia.
wow.
Not
Fuck
muscular
you,
dystrophy.
royally.
You look like Kobe Bryant
Wow.
if Kobe Bryant had some very serious illness, like
Vitiligo and AIDS.
like if I were next to that guy, if I were in the store and that guy was next to me and he had said that to you, I would have been like, wait a minute.
Oh, his son was looking at me like, bro, please
Kobe's
don't
not
be my
all
dad.
skinny and Kobe wasn't all skinny and sick like that. You know what I mean?
Fuck you, dude. He wasn't Magic Johnson. He was
No,
skinny.
he wasn't.
Wait, that didn't really help my case. Regardless, he wasn't Charles Barkley.
Yeah, no, definitely not Charles
He wasn't
Barkley.
Shaqtin' a fool out there.
Yeah, bro, that is Roseville for you. That's like you're the only black person they've seen like 2 weeks probably.
That's the crazy thing, though. There's actually like a good amount of black people. Yeah, but that's
They're
the
like,
thing.
hey man, you know who you remind me of? You look like KRS-One. What? Wait a minute. No, I don't. All right, let me ask this. If this is, you know, if this isn't too sensitive.
Hey, you ever heard of Killer Mike?
Hey, you look just like Pharrell Williams.
Patrice O'Neal, and I'll be like,
okay, who was all right?
Wow.
But to be serious for, well, not serious, but to ask you a question about real life. In your real life, what's the most ridiculous comparison someone has made when they say, "Oh, you look like so and so"?
Wiz Khalifa. I had Wiz Khalifa.
That's not that bad. Your face isn't the same, but your body type.
I mean, I'm somewhat inclined to agree with Christian here. You're both very tall, lanky dudes. You know what I mean?
The lanky going on. Your faces aren't.
All right,
No.
fine.
And to be fair, you are constantly smoking weed, so like, there's a similarity there.
I actually, in fact, stopped recording earlier to purchase weed. Well, it was just me and Christian in the room. I was like, I gotta buy some shit real quick.
I know he left
That nigga still ain't come through. I'm waiting for my weed. Fuck. He lives. Okay, my weed dealer is my neighbor.
Christian, do you get comparisons? Do you get like fucked up racist comparisons? Like who you look like?
Who is the one person that people said I look like? There was one guy that I remember someone was saying he looked like. Oh yeah, I've gotten this comparison twice, and I don't think it looks like me, but you tell me what you think. The dude from Prison Break. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. And that is
if I take off the glasses, does that look like me? I don't think. I don't see it.
Dude,
but I've gotten that. I've gotten that.
Not at all. That's the.
I've gotten that twice.
And
you sound like an asshole when you say that because you know that dude's super handsome. So me being like, oh yeah, someone compared me to that guy. Now it just sounds like I'm saying, you know, complimenting myself.
Fucking handsome. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I mean, when
I'm
say,
extremely good
like
looking
Colin
compared to
Kaepernick,
you.
I'm like, appreciate it.
I'm better looking than the man from Prison. All right, I want to make that clear. Okay.
Prison Break. That Ugg mug. This has been over a full hour of some half-black bullshit brought to you by Zach, Christian Kelly, and Ian Furstenberg with a little bit of spice from Armand Nostagami. But guess what? It's only the first fucking episode. We're going to bring you some more spice. Make sure your dishes are nice so when you fucking eat it up. And make sure to do your dishes, throw them in the dishwasher, turn that fucking bitch on. Make sure to throw in a little soap, huh? All right, you pieces of shit. Do what your mama told you and do what your daddy does, you son of a bitch.
All right, you feel me? I'll see you next time.
All right, motherfuckers. Thank you guys so much.
Peace. Yeah,
appreciate you.
Peace. Later.
All right.
Like,
Love you. Bye.
gang.
My guy. All right.
My guy.